Do you think when this strike happens in the NFL, do you think some of the more recognizable people will go to the XFL?
We talked about that a couple of days ago. The XFL, they're not paying enough money, I don't think. So you might see the bottom half of the roster. By the way, Vince McMahon, one of the most underrated business geniuses of all time. I mean, you're talking about a guy that took a regional company and turned it into this globally publicly traded billion-dollar business. And to be honest, it's a carnival circus act, which is what wrestling is, has been able to turn this into this billion-dollar industry. Now, has he always made the right decisions creatively? I think a lot of people would question that. But Vince McMahon will seize an opportunity. If a strike happens and the XFL is still in existence, we're not 100% sure. They're still drawing over 1 million people per game, which is good numbers, great numbers. You can make money off of those numbers. Will the XFL take advantage of a potential strike? I would say absolutely. But you got to remember those high-name players, those big-name players, they already got the bag. The people that you're going to see that are going to have to go play in the XFL or other places if the strike remains long enough to really affect people's pocketbooks would be the bottom half of the roster. Now, I would say the bottom half of an NFL roster would make the XFL much better brand of football, would make it a much, much better brand of football, but it wouldn't be the marquee names that would be selling a bunch of tickets for them. They would have to sell the good football, and I would appreciate, I think the world would appreciate if Vince McMahon took advantage of that said strike.
Yeah, and for him to take advantage, he would have to completely change his season and move it up unless...
Yeah, but you can do like a tournament.
Unless you think the strike is going to last an entire NFL season.
Yeah, but Vince McMahon, you got to remember, smart businessman. Oliver Luck, smart businessman. If this strike is inevitable, they would very easily be able to put together like a little tournament. Like, okay, we're going to get 5 of our teams or 6 of our teams. We're going to put together a little showcase here to take advantage of these off weeks by the NFL. I would assume that would be something that somebody does, if not Vince McMahon. But without the NFL, it's going to be a very interesting world that we live in. And I said in the XFL broadcast, I said, well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. When I was interviewing Oliver Luck, I said that it's good for America for there to be more football. And I obviously had some people on the internet that were not thrilled with that statement. Did this fool just say good for America that there's XFL? It's real, though. Like sanctuary for a lot of humans is football, watching football. The XFL is benefiting from it right now. The NFL is benefiting from it forever and ever. The ratings are only going up. If there was a strike, the players would be hated, absolutely hated. The world would miss football, and the owners would be sitting back just waiting for the players to come crawling back when they don't have enough cash, with probably a worse deal than they already have right now. That's why this is all so intriguing to me, because we have no clue what could potentially happen in the end.
Well, and it would come down to how much more money Vince McMahon would want to sink into it, right? Because if you're getting all these guys, then every team's payroll is going to have to increase like tenfold to pay them what they were making in the NFL.
It would be so funny to watch them put that together. All right, let's look at the bottom half of the run. Who's going to go broke? Look at that guy's Instagram. He bought a Ferrari. He can't afford a Ferrari. All right, that's our starting corner. All right, is that a kicker that bought a big house? Yep, he's going to need the money. There's our kicker for that team. That'll be hilarious to kind of watch him piece it together. But massive brains over there at the XFL. I wouldn't put it past them.